Hey guys, OG Albine here, bringing you guys our NCP Nimbus Season 3 Week 1 battle against Zombie and his Worcester Tornadus. I think that's the team he's using for this one, but Zombie's a really good friend of mine. We've played him plenty of times here on the channel, whether it be Little Cup, whether it be an Academy, an NCP, any of those leagues. We've played him a million times. He is a great player. Please go check him out. I know he's recording this. I know he's uploading Academy, so he's back on that grind. We do love to see that, so please go give Zombie a look, especially if you're looking for a good player to watch. But nonetheless, I do want to go over my team really quick before we do jump into the battle, just so you know matchup, what I'm bringing, what he could potentially bring. I'm not going to go super in-depth on my EV spreads and things like that. For this, if you're more interested in that, be sure to check out our GDL run or our current APA run and all that good stuff, just so you can, I do more in-depth full team builder videos for those, but I'll go over what the sets do. Just won't say like this is 76 HP, 36 SPDEF, that kind of thing. But our team, if you did forget and have not checked out our draft analysis, which you definitely should do, it should be in the playlist for this on the channel. We have Hydreigon, Gengar, Slurpuff, Virizion, Bronzong, Cloyster, Sandaconda, Raboot, Jolteon, and Girder, while Zombie's team consists of Corviknight, Rotom, Wash, Mamoswine, Whimsicott, Orbeetle, Sirfetch'd, Volibee, Chandelure, Gigalith, and Wartortle. Right off the bat, very scary team. Incredibly fat, incredibly hard to break. I do think we have a pretty good team to potentially break through that fat, just with the offensive pieces that we have on our team. But biggest threats to me, in my opinion, I am terrified of switching into Mamo. I don't switch into Mamo like at all. I'm terrified of the Sirfetch'd. Definitely don't switch into that monster, especially if it's banded and ends up coming. And then Chandelure is actually a big problem for our team as well. So we're going to have to play carefully around those offensive threats. But obviously his team is incredibly annoying with both things like Corviknight and, Rotom Wash, plus like Whimsicott being annoying and even Gigalith being a SPDEF monster. So we're going to have to be careful around those, but I do think we have the squad to take it on. Our first member, however, though, is going to be our Hydreigon right here, rocking out with the leftovers, Levitate ability, obviously, Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Roost, and Defog. Now, this is actually going to be our Chandelure pivot. We are bulky enough to take 2 Specs Fire Blast from Chandelure, guaranteed 100% of the time. We have enough speed for the Orbeetle creeping our Slurpuff, and then we threw the rest into special attack. Not only is this thing, a really good pivot into the Chandelure and going to be our main thing like that, it serves as our defogger in case Orbeetle wants to come and, set up webs on us and stuff like that, potentially some screens and be annoying in that way. And it's a pretty good offensive breaker in this team. He doesn't appreciate switching into it, being that his fairy type is going to be Whimsicott. He doesn't appreciate switching and taking, dual stabs plus Fire Blast. I mean, there's only one stab on this, but he wouldn't appreciate it is what I mean. So yeah, that's going to be Hydreigon this week. Really glad that this post-home we could run both Roost and Defog on this day, because, a couple months ago we wouldn't be able to do that on this monster. So that really does help us out in this matchup. Pretty solid on this week, though. Next up, we have our Gengar, rocking out with the Expert Belt, Cursed Body ability, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, and Focus Blast. This Pokemon decimates my opponent's team. Shadow Ball hits so much, it's insane. We have Thunderbolt for the Volibee plus the, Corviknight. I could see either of those potentially being a switch into this. And then we have Focus Blast for the Gigalith in case that thing wants to be the pivot into this thing. If we can get up to +2, we pretty much a majority of this team with just a tiny bit of chip, honestly. So that's going to be our main goal. It is very hard to get this thing set up just due to the frail nature of Gengar. But Zombie's team isn't the scariest offensively besides those big threats that I mentioned. And you're going to see later on in the team we actually do have screen support to help us facilitate that setup opportunity and all that good stuff. EVs wise, we have enough speed for Orbeetle. We kill SPDEF Gigalith at +2 with Focus Blast, guaranteed, with our Expert Belt and stuff like that, and then we threw the rest of the HP just to set up a little bit easier and stuff like that. But yeah, the speed tiers allow us to go modest as well, which I didn't mention, so that's obviously super clean for Gengar. Next up, we have our Virizion, rocking out with the Yachi Berry, Justified ability, Swords Dance, Leaf Blade, Close Combat, and Stone Edge. Another phenomenal breaker this game. If we can just chip the Corviknight, this thing goes crazy as well. As well as the Whimsicott, we don't appreciate that, but Dual Stabs plus Stone Edge hit everything very hard. The only switch into 2 Dual Stab, besides those ones that I mentioned, would be the Chandelure, which gets bought by a +2 Stone Edge, and the Volibee, which also does not appreciate a Stone Edge. This is going to be a great way of breaking through the Gigalith. It's a great way of breaking through the Rotom Wash, especially. We have Yachi Berry for the Mamoswine, obviously, which is super clean. We have enough speed for Orbeetle as well. We 2-hit KO offensive Whimsicott. I think at +2, guaranteed. And then we threw the rest to HP just to facilitate a little bit easier setup and all that stuff. Yashi's obviously more so for the Mammo, clicking Ice Shard on us when it's weekend, stuff like that. I don't think Scarf Mammo comes in this game. I can definitely see Life Orb. I can even potentially see Band, and we can take those hits with our Yachi Berry a little bit easier, because obviously we'll resist the ground. So yeah, that's going to be Virizion. Next up, we have our Jolteon, and this is going to be the screens that we're talking about. We have the Light Clay as our item, Volt Absorb as our ability, Thunderbolt, Reflect Light Screen, and Baton Pass. Now, this Pokemon sucks, and I hate it, but it does give us really fast screens this week. It gives us something to, honestly, wreak havoc on that really annoying core of Corviknight plus Rotom Wash. We're never 2-hit KO by Rotom Wash Hydro Pump if he does not have special attack investment, and obviously our Volt Absorb will stop the Volt switches, which is something we don't have on this team because, spoilers, we are not bringing Sandaconda because it is not a good Volt Switch turn for the Rotom. We don't switch in or do anything to that Pokemon, so there's no way I'm bringing it to stop it, obviously. But this stops the Volt Switch, and we can take 2 Hydro Pumps if it's not offensive, which is super clean. We do a lot of damage to the Corviknight. EVs-wise, we have enough speed for Whimsicott, Creeping Gengar. We live 2 no special attack Hydro Pumps, as I mentioned before, and then we throw the rest into special attack. Obviously, we're walled by Mamoswine, but if we can get a Reflect, Baton Pass out into our check, which I believe might be the next member on the team. Nope, it's in a couple. Yeah, it's the last member of the team, but we can always Baton Pass out into our check, which I'm assuming you know what it probably is, but we'll save it just in case. That's obviously super clean for us, and then the dual screen just really let us set up with Gengar plus Virizion a little bit easier. Next up, we have our Slurpuff, rocking out with the leftovers, Sweet Veil ability, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, Wish, and Calm Mind. This is going to serve as our Surf Edge check, or as close to a Surf Edge check as we can honestly get. We don't deal with Surf Edge very well at all. We have enough speed for Adamant Surf Edge, and then we threw the rest into Fizz Def. Just max HP and then Fizz Def, just because the thing is a monster and still has a chance to do a KO, which is pretty nuts, honestly. And that's only if he's like Adamant Band, I think, but still very scary. We have Wish to pass wishes to things like Bronzong. We have Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, because it's actually really annoying for his team. Once we can chip down the Corviknight, put in range of +1 Flamethrower, that'd be super clean for us. Obviously, Chandelure can take us on decently, but if we get up enough boost, we beat that thing 1v1. And this Pokemon can be a pretty big nuisance to him. I definitely think this thing can be pretty solid. So that's going to be the Slurpuff. This is our don't lose to Surf Fetched automatically button, basically. And then lastly, we have our Bronzong. We're rocking out with the leftovers, Levitate ability, Psychic, Flash Cannon, Stealth Rock, and Toxic. This is our Mamoswine check, obviously. It's the only thing that can switch in on Dual Stabs. Knockoff really does hurt, but we can definitely take 2 knockoffs guaranteed. And this is going to be our rocker. It's very pressured this game, like I said, because we also have to position the Whimsicott. This is also our main Orbeetle pivot. Things like that, which is really scary. We can potentially let in the Chandelure, which is something I am not a big fan of, but not a big deal. We also let in the Corviknight, which is, again, so we're going to have to keep our Jolteon healthy, as sad as that is, because that's our most reliable way of breaking Corviknight. So very tough matchup for us, but we'll see what we can do. EVs-wise, we're rocking out with enough defense to live 2 non-boosted CCs after leftovers from the Surf Edge, so if he's just Adamant, no boosting item, we do live 2 of those, and then I threw the rest into Spadef, just to take on those Spadef hits a little bit better for things like Whimsicott and stuff like that. Didn't really help with any relevant Mammal Calcs. We still live 2 knockoffs guaranteed. Once we lose our item and all that good stuff, which is nice. I almost went with the Colbert Berry, but I really do appreciate that leftovers residual recovery, especially when I have to repeatedly switch in and stuff like Whimsicott, which I definitely expect to come because we have a Hydreigon. But yeah, that's going to be the team. I like the build a lot. It's a very difficult matchup, I won't lie. Hard for us to switch into our opponent's team, that's for sure. But I think we do have the team to potentially win. I will be right back with the battle. Alright guys, here we are with the battle. So let's look at the team that Zombie elected to bring. So let's type it down. He brought the Corviknight, Whimsicott, Rotom, Wash, the Mamoswine, Chandelure, and Gigalith. Very interesting team. What do we want to lead off with? What leads off the best for just everything on his build? I think that's going to be my Bronzong. Yeah, that's going to be Bronzong. And my door is being knocked on. I will be out in 1 second. I'm recording, so. Boom and boom. Okay, cool. So let's lead off with our Bronzong. We're going to try and get up rocks turn 1. It leads well versus the Gigalith, leads well versus the Mamoswine, which could be a potential rock leader on his end. and we'll go from there. Let's delete all my extra tabs so that my computer doesn't suck. And yeah, good luck, have fun to Zombie. Definitely go check him out, like I said before. And see if we can pull it a dub week 1. See ya. That is a Chandelure. Not very fun. Okay. So, definitely don't want to stay in here. Good lead on Zombies then. We're gonna switch out right into Hydreigon. Like, right into Hydreigon. Yeah. And then, I know his switch into Whimsicott is very likely, but like, do I need to predict that Whimsicott early game? I don't think I do. It's like, Whimsicott isn't super threatening to me at this moment. We do knock out offensive Whimsicott with Fire Blast, which is pretty cool. So he isn't double because he obviously would have been faster than us. We're going to go Hydreigon. We can live 2 Specs hits. We'll be able to scout some damage right here. Fire Blast is going to come out. It's not Specs. That is definitely like Scarf or something like that. He gets the burn. That is awesome. We love to see it. That really sucks. Well, that's not fun. So something I really want to click Fire Blast now. It's like we knock out max HP Whimsicott. And that makes it so much easier for our Virizion to win this game. Yeah, I'm clicking Fire Blast. Because like if he stays in Shadow Balls here, Fire Blast again here, we can always get we can always roost the next turn. So, we should be okay in that matter. But I really do expect that Whimsicott to come in. If he goes Rotom, we can always roost. And this gives me a good... So, the burn sucks, obviously, because it nullifies our lefties, but it also is, like, a good blessing in disguise, because now we can switch into Rotom more easily. It doesn't have to be That sucks. Good big ground play on Zombies then. Sandstream's gonna get up. I'm not worried about rocks, am I? So we're gonna get a Fire Blast chip, which is gonna do nothing to this thing. Showing lefties? No. We're gonna get Burn Chip. That really sucks. See, we would at least be able to nullify this, and now we're getting Super Chip, which isn't fun. Can't really risk this thing getting like crit or anything like that either. We can go into our own Bronzong, I think. Yeah, I think we got into Bronzong. I think we get up our rocks. Let's limit that Chandelure switch-ins. He can go into Corviknight pretty easily after that, but like, oh well. We'll force him in a position where he'll probably need a defog too. So, not the worst thing in the world, but obviously not the best. So we're gonna go out into Bronzong here. Stealth Rock, we're gonna go up. That's fine. We'll trade rocks here. And yeah, let's get him up. So he's not leftovers. This makes me think he's some kind of resist bear, maybe? Maybe he's Chople. Might be Chople. He's definitely in range of a +2 Focus Blast now if he's not Chople. Even if he is Spadef, as long as we hit, we should be able to knock that thing out. This is obviously dope. And yeah, let's go for our rocks. His switch into this is guaranteed going to be Corviknight, but like, how worried about that am I? So he's going to switch. Go into, he goes hard out into this. That sucks. Okay. This thing comes right out. And I can't let this thing get chipped either, man. Ugh. Okay. See, now we're in such a bad spot now because of that burn too. Like with rocks and burn, and he'll definitely 2-hit KO us if he goes for that Fire Blast. Did he bring Surfetched? And my thing's kind of useless. I think I'm gonna sack Surpuff. That sucks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sack Surpuff. I need Bronzong. Like, I need Bronzong. Say he misses here, and we could throw up a... So he's gonna go for a Flamethrower. He's definitely Scarf, too. Rip? Dude, should that have done that much? Are you Specs? Chandelure. A flamethrower? Are you specs? No, dude, Slurpuff is just so frail. Flamethrower. Yeah, dude, that just does that much. He's not even max invested. He's probably scarfed. Yeah, I just throw up a wish in the air in case he like doesn't stay in for some reason. So yeah, he's gonna just knock us out with the flamethrower. Down goes Slurpuff. That's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? So we're gonna go Hydreigon here, and we have to Roost. As much as I would prefer going for a hit here, I'm gonna Roost. Don't think he stays in. We'll see though. Yeah, we're gonna Roost. Part of me wants to defog, part of me doesn't, because I feel like Rocks also very much so hurt him. I could definitely see him going Whimsicott this time, which makes me really want to click that Fire Blast, but he could also predict me to go for that again, stay in and go for the Flamethrower, trying to get the boost into it KO us. That would definitely make sense, so we'll see what we can do. We're going to go for Roost, though, so he's going to switch out. Provided he's not Boots, which I don't think he is. So we're going to Roost up. Sandstream chip is so annoying with the burn too. Goodness. So now we have a more sturdy check to the Chandelure, which is nice. Because we're gonna be back up almost at full. We're gonna be at 166 full. Because that should put us right back up to full, and then good old burn is gonna bring us right back down. Which is dope. He could definitely make a double back out into Chandelure, which is annoying, but at this point he's taking Rock plus Sand, so like, my best play is still Bronzong. 100%. My best play is still Bronzong. Yeah, we're gonna go Bronzong this time. I can't let this thing get too chipped, just because Chandelure's still there. If Chandelure wasn't here, I could definitely stay in and click like Defog, I could stay in and click Dark Pulse and try and chip him down like that, but not much I could do. Not much I can do in that sense. So we're gonna switch out Hydreigon, as John Jr. would say. We're gonna go out into our Bronzong. So he's gonna double. Probably out into Chandelure. 7 rings. Overnight. Okay. How worried about you am I? Like, not very. So he's gonna pull up the leftovers. What I think I could do is I can go Jolteon. And I don't have to reveal that I'm, what do you call it, screens yet necessarily either. I can always just go for a hard BP. Rocks being up doesn't really work, so, like, this is annoying. I probably should default away these Rocks eventually. Just because I'm getting very chipped with Sand plus Rocks. Bulk up. I really don't think you stay in. Like, what do you gain from this? Yeah, there's no way. I'm baton passing out. There's no way. You're still relatively healthy, and you're not going to do much to me. Like, you're just trading this for no reason. I'm baton passing. Yeah, thank you. Whew, that was almost bad. So he's going to go on to Mamoswine. That's great, actually. We're gonna go for a baton pass. We're gonna get out of there, and we're gonna try and nab some momentum at this point, because things are looking tough for us. Okay, so we're gonna go out in Bronzong. Our Rocks are up, obviously. Now the question is, do I want to double here? Like, how much do I punish him by doubling this scenario? Because, like, he's getting chips, sure. but I'm also getting chipped, and that's not fun. So I don't know how much I gain from this. Like, part of me really wants to double. Like, it's super, super, super obvious you're going into your thing. I don't think it's worth it at this point. Oh, it totally is. It totally is. Yeah, it totally is. I'm doubling. Please switch out. He didn't. I don't understand that play, Zombie. Zombie, I don't understand that play. That was such a bad play. Oh my gosh, he became fodder for everything else on the team. That was such a bad play. Okay. I don't agree. I just totally don't agree. So I'm gonna go for a reflect. We'll see if you scarf here. You didn't even 2 KO me with that. I don't understand that. I love you, Tom, but that play didn't make any sense to me. I'm gonna ask him about that one after. So we're gonna go for a reflect here. That sucks, dude. That's so whack. So he's gonna knock us out here. It's obviously unfortunate, but not much we can do at this point. That makes this game like almost unwinnable, I think. I don't think we can win. Okay, so I want to see something. Where is he on? Let the Aurora Veil up. I'll just say Aurora Veil because, oh well. Into, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna run out of time. Corviknight. I guess we can go for his turn right now, regardless. I don't think we can win regardless, though. I don't think we can win this game. I think I'm just going to go for a close combat, in case that's what he wants to go for. I'm just going to switch out now. I don't understand, man. I really don't. So Whimsicott's going to come out. Oh my gosh, I'm so tilted now. It's insane how tilted I am. We're going to be able to chip that thing down, which is obviously dope. I don't see how we win now, though. I just don't agree with that play that Zombie made. He's going to be leftovers, which is good to know. Maybe we can win with our guy. He might be Scarf, too. It's just, like, extra annoying. But, like, I didn't think you'd just throw it away. I didn't think you'd just throw it away. I'll be honest. But yeah, I'm going to switch out here. He's going to go for a pretty obvious U-turn. It doesn't hurt him at all to go for U-turn right here. But, we'll see what we can do. Leech is going to come out. You sub-Leech. It'll be extra annoying everywhere. Well, I don't think we can win. I know I'm a little bit tilted right now, but I don't agree with that play from Zom at all. I'm talking about it a little too much, though. I need to move on and see what we can do going forward. Kind of have to go for flash game here. So he's gonna switch. Price, I don't know what that is. Rotom's gonna come out. We don't have a pivot in this thing anymore because we gave away our Jolteon. He can just go Volt Switch for free. That's epic. Super cool. Leftovers are gonna pop. And leftovers plus Lead Seed is gonna get him all the way back up to full, so we gotta sit through these animations right here. Now we'll see what we can do. So we know he probably doesn't have U-turn on this one, which is cool though. I don't know how much this helps us at this point. I don't think you go for Woolworth just because my Hydreigon exists, but like, yeah, I'm gonna go Verzion. It's a more aggressive and probably impatient play, but yeah. I go Verzion. He's probably gonna Volt Switch out, which is like not gonna be fun. Switch. There it is. This puts us in a tough spot because again, we don't have much for the Corviknight now. We really don't. Yeah, we're gonna get smashed this game, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I definitely don't agree with that play, but Whimsicott once again. Lefties are gonna proc, and let's see what we could do. Game's Reflect wears off, so no more screens this game. He's just totally gonna be chipping down my thing like crazy, man. I go Gengar. I think I go Gengar and like try and pressure him offensively. I don't know, man. Really don't know. I can't let Zong get too chipped or I just lose to Mammo. Especially if he's Scarf. We can go for a Psychic Break, that'd be a good play. So he's gonna go for a Moonblast. Chillin' Zong this time. First body. Moonblast was disabled. That's cool. Can I just go for a Shadow Ball here? I feel like that's all I can go for right here. Shadow Ball into Focus Blast, now I knock out the Gigalith if that's what he wants to go into. If he wants to go into Chandelure getting super aggressive on my Sludge Wave, then we can knock him out with that. Bloodline. So, based on damage, let's see. Dance Dream's gonna come out, which is even more annoying, seeing all these animations go for 8 hours. Gigalith. Okay. Shadow Ball's gonna come out. Gonna do a decent chunk. I think I have to go for a Focus Blast here and hope I hit. Don't really have another play, unfortunately. At least get some diff in this game. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, and we... Oh, he's Choppable. Okay. Well, this isn't going to knock him out if he's Choppable. Pretty sure, at least. He's going to go for Rock Slide. Just going to hit. It's probably going to knock us out. Yeah, well, it was a fun one. It was a fun one. Again, I really don't agree with the play that he made earlier in the game, but, what can you do? I'm going to swap in Hydra. I'm going to go for Dark Pulse. He's going to sack this, but, like, I think this puts me in the best position on whatever else wants to come in. Yeah, I'll go for Dark Pulse. What do you still have in the bag? I feel like he still has a lot. He still has Rotom, Corviknight, so yeah, we're going to go for a Dark Pulse. Sandstorm plus Burn is like really getting me in this game with Hydra because I really need to keep this thing healthy or I just lose to Chandelure. He's going to be able to go out into Mammo, which is obviously not fun too. We still have our Yashi on our Virizion, which is nice. In case he isn't Scarf. But we'll see. I definitely think he's choice Scarf Chandelure, so if he didn't go double Scarf, then maybe. Honestly, if we can just get rid of the Whimsicott, then I think things are much more likely, but he's obviously going to go into that right here, which isn't fun. And the thing is, like, I want to call it and go for an attack. Like a Fire Blast in case he goes for Leech Seed, but, like, I don't think I can make that play, man. I don't think I can make that play, because if I lose this, I lose to Corviknight, and I lose to, what do you call it? Chandelure. So. He could double into Chandelure here, too. He's gonna go for Moonblast. Okay. Don't get super depth. So he's getting chipped. He's getting chipped. And like, the thing is, part of me really wants to pivot out into Hydreigon, but I can't double on him now. Like, I just don't think I can viably double on him with how he's been playing. Yeah, I think I'll go for a Psychic. See, I know he's gonna switch, but like, after that one play, man, Corviknight's gonna come out, and I don't know how I beat this. Maybe if we get a Spadef drop here? Not sure. I'm gonna go for a Psychic. Drop? No. So my only bet is going out into Hydra. Like, I have to go Hydra. If he's bulk up, I don't think he's U-turn, which is nice. Sand's gone forever, which is also nice. As long as he's still decently healthy. We're gonna go Hydra and we're gonna have to spam Roost. He might put himself into range of a Fire Blast soon. We're modest. We're pretty heavily invested. So maybe there's like a semblance of hope. But we're gonna take Rocks plus Brave Bird plus Burn, nullifying our lefties, which, again, isn't fun. So Bulk Up's gonna come out. See, this is the thing, like, I don't think I knock him out here either. And if this goes down, the game's over. Because, yeah, I don't think I can beat the thing. Let's see, Corviknight, Defog. Sure. Oh, 50. So if he's like max Spadef, we don't ever kill him. Gotta get a crit here. Maybe I should have went for a flinch, actually. Maybe I should have went for a flinch. Fire Blast. Crit? Did I get the crit? Oh my god, I got it. I'm sorry, something that sucks. But I figured that was my best play. I know that never killed, and he definitely probably would have done enough to make it to where Hydra just wasn't an issue from then on with a Brave Bird, but... sorry, man, that sucks. That really does suck. He's gonna go on to Mamoswine. And call me crazy, but I think what I want to do is I think I'm pivoting Virizion. Because that covers him going for a knockoff. And if Bronzong gets low, then I lose the game. So I need to go into Virizion here. If it's just sacrificial fodder, then fine. If he goes for knockoff, then I go for Stone Edge the next turn. Just for Shard. Didn't think you would do that. Didn't think you would do that. To be honest. Yeah, that didn't make sense to me, but just whatever. No, there's a crit. I guess it's over justice. Because, like, in theory, I think I can win with our guy. I'm gonna go for a Stone Edge in case he tries to pivot out, but he's just gonna go for another Ice Shard. There's no reason for him not to. So my one's gonna knock out the thing. I would have knocked this thing out within the game if he would. Here's the only issue. So Zong can come out, but like, do I have to click Psychic here? Or do I click Toxic? No, I think I have to click Flash Cannon in case he goes for the knockoff. There's no reason. I should put Toxic. See, he did. So I still think we lose. Actually, I still think we lose to Whimsicott. We were able to bring it down a little bit lower though. Oh, doesn't even die. So yeah, we definitely lose now. GG's a zombie. Again, I don't agree with how he played. This thing would have been gone at this point if he like take that Flash Cannon earlier. But he's thrown. He's thrown. Maybe if he's like super slow with Whimsicott. But we win some, you lose some. Sometimes, much to, you know, my dismay. Again, don't necessarily agree with him, but he made the plays he made to win, so he won the game. But yeah, GG's to Zom. Maybe we can save some diff if we can live an Ice Shard. And yeah, we'll go for Dark Pulse. I think the Ice Shard takes us out from here, though. Pretty sure it does. So yeah, he's gonna go for the shard. It does take us out. So again, GG's the zombie. Definitely go check him out in the description below. I will catch you guys next time. Later.